great success, being part of a different team, a different firm, and me realizing I will never get what I earned or get what I deserve. I was working for the Miami Dolphins, doing stadium operations. You talking about working 100 hours a week.
$100 a week?
100 hours a week.
100
Probably $800 every 2
exactly.
weeks.
Everybody wants the results. Nobody wants
to work for them.
Correct.
Don't realize that to get to that flashy closing, that 1 hour of celebration.
Right. But you can attest to this, like being a black man in America. Like that's not no easy job.
Nope.
That's not no easy role that people talk about.
Nope.
We have to work 10 times harder than anybody else. When people say fake it till you make it, I feel like that's the worst piece of advice because you're being somebody that you're not. You're creating a lifestyle that you really can't afford.
All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 5 of the Playbook Uncut. And today we have a very, 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 very special guest of ours in the studio with us today. None other, the one, the only, downtown Eddie Brown.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Man.
sir.
Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me. Been a long time overdue.
Yes.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to tell my story, tell my truth, and it's gonna be fun.
Well, I mean, it's
Wait, so we're going to talk some stuff, right? I mean, we're going to talk some stuff because I want to hear it all. I want to hear, I want to hear about everything. I want to hear about Eddie Brown. I want to hear about the business. I want to hear about the life. So we're going to dive into this. We're going to get real.
Before we get into it,
Right.
because, by the time this episode airs, Father's Day would have come and gone.
Right.
So I want to be the first to say Happy Father's Day, my brother.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Same to
Happy
you.
Father's
Same
Day, my
to
brother,
you.
because
Same to you.
we don't get no love, we don't get no
You know how I go for
recognition.
Father's Day.
All we do is get the deals to get more tools from Home Depot and Lowe's so we can do more work,
And the
right?
granddaddy's call it in the granddaddy polo shirt.
There you go. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
So happy
polo
Father's
shirt.
Day to all the
No
fathers
polo
out there. And like I said, man, a true example of a father in the studio with us today. So Miss Tanya, let's
Well,
get into it.
I want to say Happy Father's Day to both of you on behalf of the moms,
Right.
and the wives, and the spouses, and the significance. We want to say Happy Father's Day. So
Thank you.
let's
thank you.
go.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get right into it, man. Let's jump off in it, man. So real estate, very, very dominant from the female aspect. Not too many men
Right.
on the real estate side of things, right? So take us back to before real estate. What were you doing? What was happening in your life? And what made you realize that this is where you wanted to be?
That's a great question, and a lot of people want to know like, who is Eddie Brown? Where he come from? Before real estate, I was working for the Miami Dolphins, doing stadium operations. You talking about working 100 hours a week, barely seeing my family, spending time with my family, and my check was nothing.
Come on, man. You working for the Dolphins,
check
bro. You
was
got to have some
nothing.
big checks coming in.
I wish. So working for the Dolphins, a lot of people don't know. You really work there for the perks and experience on your resume.
Okay.
The pay is not what you expect, especially if you're not like a player. So after doing that for so long, I came to the realization that I need to do something that's more fulfilling, right?
Okay.
Like every other job, you do the same thing every day. We do the same thing every day. It's like a routine. It's like a robot. And I'm just like, for me, coming from a football background, it has to be more.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something that was more fulfilling, purpose-driven, and obviously, most importantly, being able to be home for my family.
You mentioned coming from a football family. I mean, I know. I don't think Tanya knows. Tanya, I don't know if you know Tanya know what football is, but
Right.
That's a different subject,
Now,
right?
y'all are
That's a
not going to
different
do me
subject.
like that, okay?
But when you say from a football background, what you mean, man? Tell me.
Well, I played football for 20 years, and football allowed me a free college education. Yep. My dad played in the NFL. My brother played in the NFL. And my other brother played a collegiate football.
Okay.
I ain't going to drop no names.
All right.
Of
We're
who
going to
they
leave it that
are,
way.
but just know it's a A and a B. It's a E and a B.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
D and a B.
And
Brown's
a
family.
senior and
A junior, a third.
and the third, and
Right.
the third look like he gonna make all y'all look like y'all ain't do nothing.
He's trending in that direction. For sure.
That's good, man. That's good.
All right. So I mean, you had the setup, right?
Right.
You had it, and then you looked at it and said, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to continue working for $100 a week.
100 hours a week,
100
probably $800 every 2 weeks.
Exactly. So then you made this big transition and went into real estate. Now I can see that happening. You know, you're around people,
Right.
right? So it's automatic. Like, wait, what can I do now to serve people? What can I do now to build up something for myself? So really, when did that happen for you? When did that light bulb went off and you said, you know what? I want to get into real estate, because that's not something you just wake up and do.
Right. So I didn't really know much about real estate, but my wife was like, "Hey, you should check into it. You have the personality."
Always the wives.
Yeah, the wives got good. The wives have great information, great ideas, and we should listen to them more often.
I see how you slid that in.
Spoken like a true husband.
There you go.
Spoken like a true
But
husband.
My wife kind of pushed me to check into real estate, and as I started to dive into real estate, I started to realize it had the similar attributes of playing football.
Okay.
The discipline,
Yep.
the late night, early mornings, the sacrifices, the impact, the fulfillment of achieving a goal that didn't seem achievable. And just being able to know like your hard work turned into results.
Yep.
And that was like the perfect match for me, coming from a football background and researching real estate. Like, oh, this just like football.
Yeah.
I think I can do this. And that what kind of started my journey into real estate.
And how long have you been in real estate now?
So, I would say overall about 15 years.
Okay.
But like most real estate professionals, I was part-time.
Okay.
And eventually I had to realize in order for me to really grow and scale, I had to pull that plug of 9 to 5 and just go all in.
Or was it that the part-time was not paying you more than the full-time?
Well, don't forget now, Dolphins give great perks.
Okay.
So it was kind of hard walking away from
Okay, the
having
benefits.
access to football games, concerts, Rolling Loud,
Oh.
Plus it's
Super Bowl, boxing matches. So I had to make a sacrifice.
Plus, I mean, even though they haven't really had much of a winning streak here lately, it's still the Dolphins, man.
Right.
You're still the Dolphins.
Right.
So, yeah.
So it just took time to make that transition. And then me, I'm a thinker. So it wasn't something I was going to do right away. I had to max out my 401k. I had to max out my vacation. Like I had to literally plan it out so that when I walked away, I didn't leave anything on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how that panned out.
And that's usually, when people tend to, when they have their regular corporate jobs or whatever jobs that they have, and they decide to transition into real estate, what the outside don't realize is that real estate, you're self-employed,
Right.
right? You work for yourself. So you really have to plan how you're going to make that transition. So I'm happy you kind of said that, because people just, you just jumped into it and not realizing you made sacrifices. You had to put things in place to then say, now I'm going to be on my own trying to make this money to go sell these houses so I can get, right? They don't see that. So
You mentioned it too, like you mentioned working like 100 hours a week.
Right.
How many hours a week you think you're working now?
It's the same. Trick question. It's the same, but it's more controllable.
Okay.
And it's not, as far as the stadium, it's not backbreaking work. Meaning, if I work 100 hours a week, let's say for an example, those 100 hours a week may be a college game on Friday. I mean, a soccer game on Friday, a college game on Saturday, and then an NFL game on Sunday. So it's a lot of logistics and labor versus me just thinking, using my mind, using my
I don't know,
connection.
man. I feel like the physical labor you can recover from a lot quicker than the mental labor.
Oh, yeah.
You can, but through sports, you kind of develop
That toughness.
that grit, that's pushing through, or just understanding like I'm at my best under pressure.
I like that.
Back-breaking work, man, listen, it gets old. It gets old, especially when you get up in age. So
You have amassed a great success in real estate since you made that transition to full time, maybe even doing part time as well, to the point where I see that you were on the 20 under 40, right? You know, that's a big accomplishment here in South Florida. But I know you talk about the sacrifices that you've made to get to that point, right? But tell us, you know, on the family side, on the personal side, you know, with the kids, because we know you got the kids, and the wife, and I know, you know, it gets so much when the phone is ringing at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and she's probably looking at you like, you're really gonna answer that right now? Like, how did you balance that to become, you know, where you are right now? How did you have to make those balances?
That's a great question. So I would say for me, being that I come from a team environment, being able to delegate, right? Being able to delegate, my wife picking up some of the slack, my team picking up some of the slack, and just kind of be able to delegate those tasks. So that way it kind of free up my time, keep me available. So I would just say just having a great team around me, from my wife all the way down to our agents, that kind of allows me to be able to balance and juggle multiple hats. So having a great team is around the right people, I would say.
Okay. So as we sit here today, we are, about a year and a half into Iconic Realty.
Yes.
All right. So we've been friends for a while now. I've known about Eddie Brown for a while, and I've been in many rooms where every time you hear of an award being handed out, Brown's Group, Eddie Brown, Brown's Group. Man, you was killing it. You was doing really well on the team elsewhere. You had a team elsewhere. You was producing really well, What made you decide it was time to go do your own thing, start your own brokerage?
Okay, we're going to get right into it.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to take a sip on this.
I think we're going to all need a sip on this one.
So I would say I had great success being part of a different team, a different firm. But me being an athlete, it's always about challenging myself and pushing myself to those limits, and then understanding it was a lot of confusion, and me realizing I would never get what I earned or get what I deserve. And that would kind of make me open my eyes like, hey, it may be time for a transition, on top of people thinking I'm the broker. You got people coming like, hey, where's Eddie Brown?
Right.
And that, you know, kind of transpired to like, you know what? It's time to challenge myself, get outside of my comfort zone, and really see what I can really do. Okay. So the motivation and, you know, a little confusion kind of made me like, okay, it's time.
That must have been a hard transition, though.
No, it was kind of easy because right away I had 12 agents.
Oh, that's good.
So my team that been with me for the past 6 years, they moved with me.
Okay.
So like I said, having a great team, the transition was kind of smooth and expected because everybody came with me.
And I guess it's probably safe to say because you kind of had already had that structure already set up. You already had that team around you. Like you said, what was it, 12 people deep already?
Right.
And so everybody kind of knew their role, knew what position to play. By the way, I mean, I know she's here in the studio, but outside, but Shayna is probably the best quarterback you could have probably ever picked up because y'all work really well.
Right. Tom Brady right now.
So I can see that because it was kind of like a similar story for us when we decided to step out. You know, we built a strong team, a strong chemistry of how we was working with our clients and the agents that we was working with. So when it came time for us to pull the plug where we were at, you kind of already had the playbook.
Writing on the wall. Exactly.
You kind of already had the playbook to know, okay, this is what we need to do to keep it going.
Right. And outside of that, obviously I want to thank the team because they pushed me too. Yeah. Hey, Eddie, what we waiting for? What's taking so long? We know you can do this. You've been doing this already. And just hearing that from them was just confirmation that it's time. Like, you got people that's backing you and like, hey, what we doing? What's taking so long? Yeah. And it's like, okay, I hear y'all. I hear it in the house. I hear it around my team. I hear it for close family and friends. And I say, you know what? It's time to challenge myself and take it to the next level.
So did you get a lot of pushback when that happened?
Of course, it comes with the territory, new beginnings, challenges,
Yeah.
Trial and tribulation that you have to overcome,
Mm-hmm.
and it's part of the process. So I take it how it comes. I take it like a grain of salt.
And then you coined the name Iconic,
Oh yes.
right? So how did that even come about? Like, why that name? What was there a significant meaning behind it for you? You and
course.
Shayna, because I know Shayna was a part of this.
Right. So of course for us, it's all about legacy. It's all about leaving an everlasting impression.
Yeah.
So when you think of iconic, you think of everlasting moments. You think of legacy. You think of iconic moments, iconic experiences. You think
Okay.
of about iconic monuments. You think about iconic figures: Muhammad Ali, Barack Obama, Beyonce, Oprah. So
Don't
these
get
are
Tanya
Michael
started on the Beyonce
Jackson,
conversation,
right?
man.
So these are iconic figures that you're never going to forget.
That is true.
So when we think about iconic, we think about everlasting. So iconic gonna last forever. So that's how we came up with the name Iconic.
I like that.
Everlasting legacy.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So no smoke. It was just that smooth. You just transition.
No, whenever it's smoke, it's fire. Wherever it's smoke, it's fire. Obviously, things came behind it. A little feathers was ruffled. Little feathers was ruffled. It was a lot of emotions involved. But I think through time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
So going through it and standing firm on our beliefs and, pushing back with anything that came our way kind of allowed things to settle, and then not everybody just going their own separate ways.
Cool. It's I always think like this, man. It's like no matter what you do,
Right.
somebody gonna be against it. And
Correct.
some people gonna be for it, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, you might as well do what's best for you, right? Because you're
Right.
not gonna be able to please everybody
You
in
can't.
every
You
situation.
can't.
So you gotta you always gotta look out for yourself. And we talk about as men having a responsibility as fathers, as husbands, and being that provider and protector for the family.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, if we're doing the right things that we feel is best for us and our family,
Right.
hey, if some people have objections to it, that's okay. But there's gonna be those that are gonna be supportive of it, and as long as your family is with you, I think that's the greatest thing.
Right. I agree with you. And to add to that, I don't mind being a bad guy. Right. They're gonna talk about you if you're winning. They're gonna talk about you if you're losing.
Hey,
So at this point, I might as well be in the winning seat, the driver's seat, and quiet the noise.
Control. Focus on your own destiny. Control it. And
Right.
Like you
I
said,
remember my
block
son,
everything
he's
else.
17 now, but I remember something happened, and I think I was just talking to him about it and just telling him what was happening. And he was like, y'all must be doing something good.
Right.
So what you talking about? So if you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing good.
Exactly.
If they not talking about you bad, you're not doing something good. So, and he was probably like 15 or 16 at the time when he said that. So, just keep pushing through, man. And as long as you got the right vision and you're doing it for the right reasons, it's gonna be
gonna
all right.
work.
It's gonna
And
work.
understand,
Yep.
the best revenge is success.
Oh yeah,
And-
absolutely. Because when they see you, they have nothing. Just there
Right.
was
They punch in
nothing.
the air.
Yep.
They can't say anything else about it. So you're showing them that when you walked away or whatever you decide to do in life, and you're succeeding. What's the point? What's the
What are
question?
we
What are
talking
you
about?
talking about? What are we arguing about? What are we talking about? There's nothing there.
Right.
So for agents that, I know you get hit up a lot of agents that's wanting to join your team from all over. I even know some agents that we know personally always ask about, hey, what do you think about Eddie Brown? Like,
Right.
go talk to him yourselves,
Right.
we say go talk to him yourself. So what is it that agents, when they're coming into your team, what can they expect?
Okay, that's a great question. So for any real estate professionals out there that's interested in coming on our team, Iconic team, we're looking for people that's motivated, willing to learn, willing to scale a business, agents that are coachable, agents that's passionate about the business. They in the business to obviously learn, personally develop, and being around the right culture that's going to give them the support to be top producing agents, to make an impact on their community, to make an impact on others, families, friends. So we want agents that's motivated, got a point to prove, got a chip on their shoulder, and ready to really.
There go that football coming
right,
back.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it. And just obviously wanting success, but just being a team player overall. We want team players. We want people that's going to take accountability, not only from myself, but from other leaders that's within Iconic, right? And then molding them to become leaders. Yeah. So leaders create leaders. So we want to be a part of Iconic. You got to understand, if you're coming in, eventually you're going to have to be a leader, and I'm going to push you to do so.
Yeah. Being around you, one of the things that I see that's big in the culture in your organization and within Iconic Realty is just that collaboration. Right. I remember a scenario where one agent was working a deal, wasn't going so good with the buyer, but the collaboration, another agent stepped in and said, okay, let me help you out with this. Let's both win on this. Right. And I see that in some of the other things that you do inside of the community and with other brokerages, pulling them together. Why is like that collaboration and that I almost want to call it friendly competition so big for you?
Right. So me just understanding the power of connections, the power of friendship, the power of being able to relate to somebody that come from different walks of life. You understand that collaboration and friendship and relationship is the new currency. Yeah. So if I have a connection with you, we can collaborate to make the deal happen. And it's so many times so where people don't collaborate, where it could have been one collaboration that could have got the deal done or changed somebody's life. So I'm big on team. Like, I come from team. Being in sports is all about the team. And if you follow sports, you know, not always the best players win. Super Bowl, right? It's the best team that wins the Super Bowl. So the best team, the best culture, the best camaraderie, the best chemistry. These are the teams that's winning. Yeah, that's the formula.
It goes a long way. When you have each other's back, it sounds real cliche and real simple, but if Tanya got my back and I'm falling off, she can kick me in the butt and say, "Hey, all right, step aside. I got this for right now." Right? And that, I don't think you can quantify that, man. I don't think you can put a measure on that. And I like it. I like what you pushing with the collaboration and the team effort, because I think together, like, you can go so much further if you just help each other along the way, rather than, it's competition. Yeah, even within your brokerage, I'm sure all the agents want to be the top agent, right? Correct. But if they're working on themselves, but also helping their partner, everybody gonna be at the top together, and I think that's just something this industry, real estate, mortgages, I think we just need that across the board.
I agree, and from the old days, that together we can achieve more. And that saying sticks with me for life, because you see a person that has a team, that's everybody pulling each other up, everybody holding each other accountable, they're going far in life versus somebody that's by themselves that's burnt out. So, like, for example, in our industry, if you see a single agent and you see a team, that team is going to go so much farther and make way much more revenue than an agent trying to do it all on their own. They're going to get burned out. They're going to forget about clients. They're not going to have that experience to give every client the same type of service. So eventually, the person that's the selfish person loses. Yeah. Right? Like the turtle and the rabbit.
As you talk about team, right? You know, I'm coming with the messy questions, but you know, have you I hear people talk that you are stealing agents from other brokerages. I hear it. So, I mean, what you got to say to that?
So, for me, I know no one ever called and addressed me about stealing agents.
But you heard?
I heard it through the grapevine, but I don't believe in stealing agents. I believe in everybody are entrepreneurs, right? They're their own boss, they're their own brand, and they're going to pick and choose the right fit, the right culture, the right leadership. So when somebody say, Eddie, you stealing agents, for me, I'm going to say stealing agents is not a thing, because these are independent contractors doing what's best for their business and their family. So stealing agents, you know.
Well, you know what I also get from that too is that statement is just, it's a very annoying statement, right? Because if I started a brokerage,
Right.
right, and I'm there and I see myself and I'm like, okay, maybe this is not the right fit.
Correct.
Right? And then I see you or another broker out here doing something. I'm like, you know what, let me go try. Maybe that's a fit for me.
Right.
So how is that stealing when I'm trying to, the agent themselves are trying to better themselves?
Right.
You know, and you as a person out there showing what you're offering to the agent. So why would they not come to you?
Right.
But you're stealing them. I'm sorry.
I mean,
So that's what
You're
right.
stealing.
environment
Make it make sense.
Environment is huge, right? Take a plant. Not every plant grows well here in South Florida.
There you go.
Not every plant is going to grow in cold weather, right? So to me, I look at it like that, is that if there's an agent or a loan officer or somebody like that out there, and wherever they're at, they're not growing the way how they thought they should be growing, and they see a different pot or a different soil that they feel like they can grow better in.
Put your foot
Go
in there.
see, and guess what? It may work out. It may not work out.
Yeah.
But I think as entrepreneurs, CEOs of ourselves, of our business, we owe it to ourselves to put ourselves in the best position to grow.
I agree. And some of the agents I hear all the time basically say, hey, you have to find your right tribe.
Yeah.
People that you connect with, you relate
That's
to,
true.
that you can build, and then connecting with your correct tribe or your correct environment, they blossom.
Yeah.
They blossom.
Well,
they bloom.
you have a good tribe.
Yeah, I agree.
You have a good tribe. Your tribe is good. You know, one of them loves to hug trees, but you know.
Hey, that's part of the process, man.
Yeah,
That's what you gotta do for your mental sanity. Hug the tree.
So on that same trend right there, right? So if an agent is out there considering making the change, transitioning over to Iconic, right?
Right.
What's one thing that they should really buy into when they think about Iconic family and the culture and the collaboration that you're building there? What is the one thing that they have to already buy into this thought process or this concept?
I would say understanding that being in the right culture drives success. So being in the right culture, we know when culture drives success, that's teamwork, right?
Yeah.
When culture drives success, that's a great operating organization. That's a great operating company.
Yeah.
So understanding, and I'm gonna say it slow, understanding that
Yeah.
understanding that the culture, the right culture,
Yeah.
drives success in any team, any organization, or any company.
This question is worded. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, right?
Right.
But what's at any point in your career, and you could talk about from your own perspective or from maybe something you experienced with one of the agents on your team.
Right.
But what's one of the biggest mistakes new agents make, especially when they're just getting started, like the first year, first 2 years?
I would say it's three. I'm gonna give you three of the biggest mistakes that most new agents make. It's not mastering their CRM, right? Not building up their pipeline, and not willing to take the time to learn, right? Come to the trainings, connect with the right mentor, connect with the right coach. So I see that so often, an agent coming to the industry motivated, want to make money, and just getting away from the main thing, which is the disciplines, the organization on how to operate a business. They just feel like I'm just going to chase the money, and that's not how I go. You have to master these things because you don't chase, you attract.
And that's that. I'm glad you said that, right? Because agents, they look at the flashiness that they see. They're gonna look at you and say, "Well, I want to be like Eddie," but not realizing Eddie has the discipline.
Right.
Eddie's working through his CRM. Eddie's following up with his clients.
Correct.
You're doing the steps, but then when they're told to do the same steps, what do?
They don't do it.
Yeah.
Right? But they want to be like.
But it's
they
human
want to
nature,
be
right?
like that.
Everybody wants the results. Nobody wants
to work for them.
Correct.
Everybody wants the results. Everybody want to see Eddie. You want to be top 20 under 40, right? Everybody want to say, "Hey, I did 20 million in production this year." Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Had the flashy closings and all that, but don't realize that to get to that flashy closing, that 1 hour of celebration, probably took you 100 hours, 150 hours to get there, right?
Exactly.
That's what I see, and you summed it up right. Is that you got to go back to the fundamentals, right?
Right,
I'm gonna
the
go back to
basics.
the sports analogy. Like, bro, if you want to be a good running back, you got to work on those drills. You gotta learn those spins. You got to read where the quarterback eyes is gonna be. All that stuff. So it's a part of that build up to get to the point where you can have those things and the fundamentals, the CRMs, the follow ups, the
work
the
behind the
work
scenes.
behind the scenes. You know, the result is what everybody see. Everybody see the
Right.
trophy on the show.
Yep.
But nobody don't see how many hours you put in practice.
Correct. Or keeping that client motivated, being a therapist, being a counselor, like all the things that go on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That people only see the reward, only see the flashiness, and not understanding like it's a lot of leg work to even get to this point.
Like you say, they see the big wins, right?
Right.
But nothing else. So what is a version of Eddie that people don't know?
Oh, that's a great question. A lot of people want to know.
Yeah,
Right?
I want to know.
I would say the most important part of me that people don't see, that I don't show, is that I'm a girl dad. I got 3 daughters,
so sweet.
and I kind of keep that
maybe because I
concealed.
know you, because I always see you with the girls. So you know,
Right. So me being a girl dad and just seeing my 3 princesses and they having me wrapped around their finger.
Oh.
I feel like I'm their bodyguard. They feel like they my wife. Dad, where you going? Where you going? Where your location there? I need to track you at all times. So that's the kind of stuff I kind of keep to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Those moments with my daughters, and that's the part I don't really show a lot of people.
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm a girl dad.
That's a little soft part of you. You
Yeah.
see how when he talks about that,
Right.
he kind of gets a little mellow too. Like, I'm like, where did you go in the chair?
Right.
Yep.
So that's the part that I don't really show people
Yeah.
often, unless you're close to me or we out and about. But yeah, those my 3 heartbeats right there.
And so, who do you keep in your circle?
Oh, that's a great question. So for me, when it comes to people I keep around me or people in my circle, I don't like yes mans. I like people that's in my circle that obviously we're gonna hold each other accountable. But if they feel like I'm lacking, or I'm missing out on certain things, or they have a great idea, like those people that's around me, they could check me when I'm wrong, check me when I'm right, and then bring great ideas to the table that I may not have thought about, or great ideas that I may overlook. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's try it.
The one thing I like about you, you're approachable. When people see you at first, they're probably like,
Yeah.
no. Can I go talk to him? But you have a very approachable personality, and you're always willing to share. Like, you're always willing to, if somebody says, what do you think I should do? I feel like you're the person that was like, well, you should do it this way.
Right.
Or you're sharing an idea that worked for you with somebody else. You know, that's a part of you that I see. I don't think
And I can
people
testify to that
underestimate
too, because
that.
I remember when I tell the story, you're gonna remember what I'm talking about. It was an agent. She wasn't a part of your team.
Right.
She was struggling with a deal up in Port St. Lucie Stewart area.
Right.
And she didn't know what to do. And I was talking to her, and I said, call Eddie.
Yeah.
And she was like, can I? I said, yeah, call him. Then she called me back. And she said, you know that man took his time and talked to me? She's one of your agents now.
Right.
She's one of your agents now. But back then, she was just a single agent out there by herself.
Right.
And the situation, I was like, you came to mind. I was like, look, call Eddie. He'll talk to you.
And I don't know where that come from. Like, I'm a very approachable guy. You could put me anywhere. I could talk to anybody. But it's a stigma that most people don't feel like I'm too busy.
Yes.
Or they scared to call me. It's like, listen, I'm in this industry to impact as many people as I can.
You're about your business.
Right.
That's
so
what
one
it is,
phone
right?
call that can
I
change somebody's life.
I get the same
me.
thing, man. Everybody think they don't want to talk to me because they say I look like a cop. I get that all the time. I get the FBI agent stigma, like, nah. But at the end of the day, if you coming at me right, we gonna have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no time for the BS.
Right.
But if we on some business where I can help you, the door is always open, man.
Right.
Always.
And some of these conversations be life changing.
Yeah.
You know how, for me, I feel like it's important to always talk to somebody you don't know, because that conversation is going to be different. Whatever you got, whatever the topics is, or whatever that person's going through, like, you can impact their life from your everyday circle. So I like talking
I'll
to
back
some
up just a
strangers.
little bit. Tanya was talking about you being a softie for the girls. You
Right.
got a son too.
Yeah, I got a son.
Do you treat them different? You raise them
Of
different?
course I do. So my son, he don't get no slack. Like I'm on him like right on rice. He trains 3-4 times a day, homework. He got a whatever he's in, he got a coach for that. He don't get no breaks. He go from football to flag to track back to football.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely tough on my son. Now my daughters, that's a different story.
And I feel like,
So he's a mama's boy.
Yeah, he on my
Oh,
boy.
okay.
Yeah,
All right. There's a
but that's
little
okay.
balance
It's a
there.
balance, but I feel like you got to do that. I feel like raising a man versus raising. Now we're not trying to raise the girls to be dependent or not be, strong personalities and
Right.
strong women for themselves. But in the same sense, I feel like there's just something soft about the feminine,
Right.
the females, and then as a man, as a young man growing up, come on, man, you gotta have a little bit of grit in you.
But you can attest to this, like being a black man in America. Like that's not no easy job.
Nope.
That's not no easy role that people talk about.
Nope.
We have to work 10 times harder than anybody else. We don't get granted certain opportunities. We got to earn everything we get. So I feel like me being tough on him is kind of preparing him for going
Life.
into the world.
Just
going
life.
into
It's
life.
life.
Just
Right.
life.
So
Yeah.
he's prepared for
Yeah.
it. I allow him to make some decisions on his own.
Yep.
So that way when he get up in age, he can make tough decisions and make the right sound, correct decisions.
Yep. I
So
agree.
that's how I view
I agree. So, see, for once, I got somebody on my side.
Right,
I got
right.
somebody on my side. For
Shayna
once.
in here.
For once.
Let me get
For
another
once,
chair.
Okay?
Right, exactly.
Let me get another chair.
These we gonna hit you with some quick questions. Yes,
Okay.
one or the other. Just pick one. All right. No wrong answer. No right answer. Right. As an agent,
Right.
what should be more involved in your day to day? Cold calls or social media?
I would say both. That's a both. Both of those go hand in hand. You gotta call, you gotta follow up, you gotta follow through, and then you gotta market your brand. So out of sight, out of mind. So those go hand in hand, and you gotta work both. You gotta time block and work both of those accolades.
Okay.
Okay. So, agents do a lot of open houses or paying for ads.
Right. Okay. So that's a good question, and I'm gonna have to answer that question in two different ways.
Okay.
Right. So as a newer agent, and you're trying to break into the industry, you should be doing open houses every weekend, every Saturday. Call an agent, hey, can I host an open house for you? The company listings, hey, can I run open houses this week? As a newer agent, that's what you should be doing. Now, if you're an experienced agent that have a marketing budget that can afford ads, then I would say, hey, still do your
Okay.
open houses, but you got money to allocate for ads. A newer agent may not have a budget to run ads. So the open houses may be their lane versus an experienced agent that can kind of afford to pay ads. Ads not cheap.
No, they're not. They're not.
I've heard.
Oh, we know. So we do this. From time to time. We'll sit down and we'll just like lay out the expenses, right, and see
Right.
where the money's going.
Right.
All right. What's one expense in your budget right now that you would never cut?
I would never cut my CRM budget.
Okay.
I feel like your CRM is your book of business, and that's a non-negotiable for me to cut because that's your business, that's your clientele, that's keeping up with everybody. So marketing, you kind of scale back, but your CRM, that personal touch, you gonna have to work that. You definitely can't cut that out the budget.
All right. So is it difficult to work with your spouse and still keep your marriage sexy?
Ooh, now we getting spicy. Now I have to take another drink on this one because now hey.
Come on now.
I would say for me, it's always a win to get a kiss at work and a kiss at night, right? But it's kind of easy for me because we complement each other so well. So my strengths and her weaknesses, we're able to kind of complement each other. So it's kind of like a great working relationship outside of your typical.
Oh, you sound nice.
Eddie, come on, Eddie. You giving the politically correct answer, bro. You giving the political. So you trying to tell me? Because I'm gonna tell you right now. You know our situation, right?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes she get on my nerve, and that translates and spills over to the personal side. And I'm sure I do the same for her.
Right.
I'm sure, but come on, man. It can't be always easy.
I mean, it ain't always peaches and cream. But y'all gotta remember, we've been together since high school. So we kind of grew up together. We kind of mold each other, and we kind of know each other better than we know ourselves.
Okay.
So that's the different secret sauce. It's like, we get on each other's nerves, but it's like, hey, I get cussed out, I cuss out. But
at the end of the day,
overall, we got one goal we're trying to achieve, which is provide for our family. Yeah. So that kind of keep us, being able to have a great working relationship.
All right. So,
but
so.
It's
I know Shayna kind of makes sure that you out front and you stay the face and all of that stuff, and it's iconic as Eddie and Shayna, but she makes sure she push you out front, right?
Right.
But you can tell me, bro.
What's up?
You can tell me who closed more deals, you or Shayna?
Man, that's a great question. But like I said, look at it like this, right? I'm always gonna revert back to the team. So let's just say between me and Shayna, who closed the most deals, let's just say one of us drives the plane and one of us lands the plane. That's how I'm answering that question.
I like that.
Same with y'all, right?
I like to say that.
Somebody closes.
I like to say,
I
get them in the boat and she cook them in fries.
There you go. Or if you're a baseball fan, you got the first pitcher start the game, and then what? The closer come in to close the game. Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna answer that question.
All right, one more for you. One more.
Sorry,
you gonna leave me hanging?
You gonna leave me hanging?
All right, so it's a lot of, you go to a lot of these trainings, especially for realtors, and even just in general as business people, you hear a lot of like motivational classes and things. You should do this as a business owner. You should do this as an entrepreneur. Blah, 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 blah. All right, you hear it all, right?
Right.
What's one piece of advice that everyone gives that you just think is complete bullshit?
Yeah, it's so many to choose from, but the one that kind of irked my nerves the most, when people say fake it till you make it. I feel like that's the worst piece of advice, because you're being somebody that you're not. You creating a lifestyle that you really can't afford.
I think we gotta clap that one up. I really do. I gotta clap that one up.
That's like the worst one for me, because it's like, how long are you going to keep up this facade?
You can't sustain what's not real.
Correct.
You can't sustain what's not real, and that goes for every aspect, personally, business, everything, right? We know a lot of things happen. People out here, people do things to get the business at a costly rate, right?
Right.
If you're not making the money, you can't sustain it.
I agree.
Okay?
That is true.
If wearing suits every day is not your thing,
then don't do it.
Don't do it, because you cannot keep it going. You're going to get tired. Eventually, it's going to become like working 100 hours a week, back-breaking, and not seeing the results.
Correct.
And I think that's what a lot of agents do. No discredit to like the big coaches and stuff out there.
Right.
But a lot of them see them and they see what they're doing now.
Right.
And they try to come and do it. They try to have the same image. And then when you start realizing those shopping bills and the outfit bills and the hair and makeup bills, the money ain't coming to cover it.
Correct.
It fades.
Right. And then people have to understand too, you can't come in the industry as year one and try to be at year 15 where another agent at, because like that year 15, they probably can afford those things that they earned and worked for. Coming in the game, you want to come in as humble and just follow your process, follow your journey, follow your beginning, and start from the basics.
I say that all the time. I'm like, when these agents or just anybody, they look at somebody else who has already made it. Let's say they made it, they've established themselves. And as soon as they come in, they're like, well, why am I not there yet?
Right.
Well, or I want to dress a certain way. I want to dress like that person. You haven't earned the right to do that yet. You need to start where you're starting, humble yourself to get there. Right. And that's a step that they miss.
I
Because
agree.
they look at it, like I said it earlier, but they look at the flashiness, they look at the closings, they look at the social media, they see, Eddie posts a property and he's saying, hey, I closed this one, and he shows the fancy, and they're like, well, I want to close 5 deals in a month, in a
Right.
week.
In a week,
Right?
right.
But what does it take to get there? They don't know the late nights that you went through. They don't know, again, all the sacrifices that you have made to put yourself in those positions. So
I agree. And
agents
then,
just need to wake up.
definitely. And then I would say for an agent, some of the things that they have to know coming in the game is doing something differently that's going to separate yourself from other agents. So before I make the transition leaving the Dolphins, every night I'm thinking, what can I do differently to separate myself from other agents? And eventually it hit me, hey, being in the sports industry, understanding that the most expensive sport venues are always sold out. Super Bowl, World Cup, FIFA, NBA Finals, and those prices are ridiculous, but yet they're still sold out. So that kind of let me know that people will pay top dollar for the experience. And then that's when that light bulb went off on my head.
Absolutely.
The home buying journey or the home buying process, let's create that experience. How
Yeah.
can I create that experience? A luxury vehicle picking them up. We popping champagne. We giving out great clothing gifts, TVs, washing machines, luxury bags, things like that. And those moments are everlasting experiences and memories that a client never forget. Like sometimes clients will tell me like, hey, I told my family member, my realtor bought me that TV, and their realtor got them a coffee mug, right? And that was motivation for me to keep doing it because it was really making an impact beyond them getting a house. So,
But you see, that works for you because you're 15, 16,
Right.
17,
Correct.
18,
You
right?
have built,
No discredit to the agent who's just starting out, and in their budget, they can only afford to do a nice coffee mug or a coffee. So you know what I'm saying? So do what you can within your your power, but you can still make that experience memorable for those clients.
Get creative. I see some agents do baskets. Like it's different ways to get creative and kind of put your personal touch on it. But these are the things, or the little things that people miss that's going to separate yourself from all other people's in the marketplace.
Yeah, it's when they're trying too hard. It's when they're trying to go buy the Louis Vuitton bag.
Right.
When they close a condo deal of 100,000,
Right.
like that does not make sense because you're trying to upsell the other agent that you saw that did it. But again, stay within your budget, right? Stay within your budget, stay within your means. You will get to that level when you close that $3 million deal, and then you go buy your car, whatever you want to buy at that time. So I think it's just important for agents to realize when you're starting, start where you are and get to where you want to be. See your path, and you can get it. And but that's what they miss. They just miss the
most important steps.
They miss the middle piece and go straight to the end, and then they stress.
Right.
So I know, man. I know. This business can come with a lot of pressure.
Right.
For us, we got the three ladies that's in the office with us full time. Me and Tanya, and at the end of the day, we got to make sure that everybody here eats,
right,
as well as maintain the overhead expenses, as well as be that rock and that support for the loan officers that look up to us, and that kind of comes with a lot of pressure.
I agree.
I mean, I don't see too many gray hairs over there, but when I started in the business, I didn't have any.
Right.
And right now, I got more grays than I got black. So, what's your coping mechanism? How do you deal with the pressures of being a leader of a high producing real estate brokerage?
So I would say for me, and I don't want to sound modest, but I'm at my best under pressure.
Okay.
Right. I'm the oldest of 5 boys, right? Oh. So I always, from a young age, have to deal with pressure, right? My dad was in college. My mom was a single mom. So I have to help get the kids ready for school. I have to help with breakfast, help them get dressed. So being the oldest of 6 boys, right? I already dealt with pressure at an early age, right? I had to grow up and mature faster than any typical kid, right? And then being able to be the example of my family, the leader of my family, right? So it's a lot of pressure on me at an early age. I'm the first college graduate in my family, right? I'm the oldest of all my family on all sides.
Okay.
Like my daughter is the first granddaughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So being that I was already at a young age having to deal with so much pressure, and then obviously making it professional, making it the collegiate, getting a scholarship. So, and my younger siblings watching me, right, set the example. I'm kind of at my best under pressure. So whenever you see me and I'm kind of locked in, just know that's how I deal with the pressure, because I have a saying, I'm not going to let my teammates down, right? So under pressure, I'm at my best.
Yeah. I can relate to that. The ladies in the office hate me.
Right.
They love me, but they hate me because I'm Agent Chaos.
Right.
I walk in the door. If I had a good night's sleep and my mind is going on things we could do, improve, implement, like I'll come in here and I'll tear down the whole CRM and rebuild it.
Right.
Because I feel like we always have to have that continuous improvement.
Correct.
And continually creating opportunities so we as a company can be successful, but them individually as part of our team can be successful. And at the end of the day, that allows us to put out a quality product and a quality service to you as our real estate partner, the other realtors and brokers that we work with, and then most importantly, the clients that's dependent on us to get them into those houses.
Correct.
So I like it, man. I walk in the door and Tian starts shaking. She's like, 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Because I'm coming through the door and she knows I'm locked and I'm loaded and we ready to get some chaos going. But at the end of the day, it's good chaos.
Right. But look at the greats. They don't fold under pressure.
Nope.
That's when they at their best.
And
for the women that love Jerry, how they make the diamonds, how they make the gold, under a lot of pressure. So I attack it head on, and I feel like going through the pressure, it challenges you, but it helps you develop mentally so much. To overcome those things and get through it.
It's true.
It's stressful.
It is.
But when you come out of it, it's like, okay, I needed that.
Yeah.
Now my perspective on things are different. Now the things I want to implement, I know they're going to work.
You know what? The good thing too is, man, like, I think with us is we've been tested.
Right. Battle tested.
We've been through the ups, you've been through the downs, you've been through the cycles of the market when houses was, before you could list the house on the market, you had 30 offers.
Right.
And then now we're in the cycle where that house may sit on the market for 3-4 weeks before you get a credible offer, right? So that adds a lot to it. And, I'm just excited about what that holds. But what do you think the next few years looks like for, answer this 2 ways.
Right.
Eddie Brown, the person, Iconic Realty.
Oh, okay. I would say within the next few years, my plan or my vision or what I want to see and what I plan to accomplish is for Iconic to be global, a global brand, right? A worldwide brand, a national brand, in a short span of time, right? And Eddie Brown leading the way as a fearless leader, a fearless team builder, a fearless person that everybody knows, like, I love this guy. Not only for what he can do for me, but how well he pushes me, the great ideas he gives me, the support. I know I can count on this guy. And that's what my vision is for the next few years, where it's a global brand, an everlasting brand, and a worldwide brand. Like, I know people who say, hey, it's a boutique brokerage, but I don't see myself as no boutique. We want to ruffle some feathers. Right. We want to be up there with the movers and shakers, goddamn.
Like they say, if the mind can perceive, the body can achieve. And I like that because you're not putting a cap on yourself, right? The minute you say, I'm a boutique brokerage, that becomes your brand.
Right.
And then that subconsciously, subliminally put a cap on your level that you can attain.
I agree.
So I like that. What you got on your mind, man? What's on your chest? What you want the people out there to know? Are you working on anything? How can people connect with you? What's going on?
I would say, if I could say anything, I want to take the time to thank all of our Iconic partners, right? Thank our iconic partners for entrusting in me and trusting in my leadership with their careers, with their real estate journey. So I definitely want to take time to thank all our iconic partners, thank all of our lenders that we're growing, we're building together, and it feels so great when you're building it from the ground up versus people coming in when it's already at the top.
Yeah.
So it kind of hits a little different when everybody laying the groundwork, everybody's supporting each other, and everybody's pushing the envelope to really make an impact. So I want to take time to shout out, our partners and our iconic agents. But they can find us on iconicrealtyandassociates.com. They can find me, Eddie Brown, the Broker, on Instagram. And, I'm just super proud being that we knew a new firm and we're making noise. We have 50 agents. That's organically coming over to Iconic.
Yeah.
So I haven't even started recruiting yet, but if
wow.
you're an agent that's looking for support, looking for a great culture, looking for leadership, and looking to have that kind of support system to help you scale your business, Iconic is definitely the place for you.
Absolutely.
We're happy that we have partnered with you and your team. I love Shayna though. I'm a little biased.
Hey, it's still Father's Day weekend.
Right. Treat us like players now.
But just the collaboration that we do together, it's great, and you have an amazing team. Through them, I see you.
Right.
If that makes sense,
right.
So you shine, and you should just be proud to know that they're out here representing not just the brand,
right,
Iconic, but they're representing you, Eddie Brown and Shayna. So when we see them, we see you guys. So that's a testament to that you're doing something right.
I love that, and I love that for them.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk with us today, man. Y'all go look him up, Eddie Brown, the Broker, Iconic Realty and Associates. Check him out. Very good dude, cool dude. You won't be sorry. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Playbook Uncut. Downtown Eddie Brown. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.